What if I told you about a Chinese emperor who was crowned and then dethroned, all in just 27 days? Accused of committing over 1,000 crimes in less than a month? That's the story of Liu He. For centuries, history books called him reckless and unfit to rule. But recently, a stunning discovery made us question everything we thought we knew. Was he truly a terrible emperor, or just a pawn in a dangerous political game? This is the incredible story of the emperor who became the Prince of Haihun. Our story begins at 92 BC, during China's powerful Han dynasty. Liu He wasn't born to be emperor. He was the grandson of the famous Emperor Wu. At just 5 years old, his father passed away, and he inherited the title of Prince of Chang'e. As a result, young Liu He grew up in luxury, far from the capital city's strict rules. He was likely spoiled and unprepared for high-stakes politics. Then, in 74 BC, the young Emperor Zhao died suddenly. He had no son. The most powerful man in China wasn't the new emperor, but a general and regent named Huguang. Huguang needed a new emperor, someone young he could easily control. His eyes fell on the 18-year-old Liu He. It seemed like the perfect plan. As soon as Liu He heard he was going to be emperor, he didn't hesitate. He hit the road early the next day with his crew. They pushed hard, traveling day and night, and made it to Chang'an in only about a week. That was crazy speed back then. He was basically making a mad dash for the throne. But immediately, things went wrong. The history books, written later by his enemies, say he went wild during the official mourning period for the dead emperor. He feasted, hunted, played music, and handed out titles to his old friends from Chang'e. The official count? An unbelievable 1,127 bad acts in 27 days. That's about 42 misdeeds every single day. Think about it. Was that even possible? Or was it exaggeration? The real problem for Huguang wasn't just the partying. Liu He was trying to put his own people in power, threatening Huguang's control. So, Huguang acted fast. He gathered other officials and went to the Empress Dowager, who was also his granddaughter, and declared Liu He unfit to rule. After just 27 days, Liu He was stripped of his title and thrown out of the palace. Many of his people from Chang'e were executed. Liu He's life was spared, but he was sent back home, no longer emperor, no longer even a king. He lived under house arrest for nearly a decade, a watched man, his life seemingly over. But soon, a new emperor, Xian, was on the throne. Maybe feeling a little sorry for Liu He, or maybe just to keep an eye on him far away, Emperor Xian gave him a new, lower title, Marquis of Haihun. Haihun was a remote area in modern-day Nanchang. Liu He was sent south to live out his days there. He died around 59 BC. His story seemingly a sad footnote in history. But wait, the story doesn't end there. In 2011, archaeologists in Nanchang made an incredible discovery: the nearly untouched tomb of the Marquis of Haihun, Liu He himself. And what they found was shocking. The tomb was filled with treasures, tons of golds, coins, beautiful objects. But they also found something more telling: evidence of a cultured man. Among the treasures were ancient books, including Confucian classics. This was a game changer. Why would a reckless party boy be buried with serious philosophical texts? It suggests Liu He might have been educated and had intellectual interests. It doesn't prove he was a good emperor, but it makes the old story seem suspicious. Modern historians now think Huguang probably exaggerated Liu He's faults to get rid of a political threat. Liu He was likely immature and made mistakes, but his true crime was challenging the powerful Huguang. So, who was Liu He, really a reckless young man who partied away his throne? Or a young prince tragically outmaneuvered by a powerful official? His story is a dramatic reminder that history is often written by the winners. Guang needed a reason to remove Liu He, and 1,127 Acts of Madness was a convincing one. The tomb discovery helps us see a more complex picture. Liu He's life was a roller coaster, from prince to emperor to prisoner to marquis. His incredible journey from the highest power to a remote outpost, and finally to an archaeological sensation, gives us a fascinating window into the brutal politics of ancient China.